Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the struggles of a new month and how to fix it and the effect it can have on your personal finance. Thank you for watching the video so far. Remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the bell to help with the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the video. So basically what I mean by new month struggles is that a new month has come along and you have to pay all your bills. You know, you have direct debits, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your mortgage, you have to pay your phone bill, your internet bill, so many other bills. And they all seem to come at exactly the moment when you just don't need them. You just got your paycheck a couple of days ago, a few days ago, and now all the money is gone immediately within like a week. And that's the life that probably 99% of people live. You know, they live exactly to survive with the money they have. They get exactly how much money they need, and they have very little spare to do other things. Now, the struggle of it can be mentally draining, and I have said time and time again on this personal finance channel that one of the successes I've had when it comes to managing money is managing my mind, managing my mental well-being, not just managing my bank account. So, because if you manage your mind, then you're able to see the bigger picture and then able to prioritize where the money is going to go and how you're going to do things basically in the future. And this practical steps I have taken in order to accomplish that is, for example, I thought about what was stressing me out about the start of a new month. You know, why did I really get so stressed about it? And one of the main reasons is because I was just not aware of all the spending I was doing. I had so much debt, we're talking about years ago. I had so many bills, and at one point I was actually scared to check my bank balance because I didn't know what it was going to say when I opened up my banking app. And the way I got through that is I went onto the calendar of my emails. So I use Outlook to check my emails, and most email features, even Gmail, have got a calendar system. And then I made sure that in the calendars, I put every single payment I'm expecting to make on which day, how much, and so on. And that's for both ways, money in and money out. So I say, for example, this day I'm going to receive this much money. This day I'm paying my phone bill. This day I'm paying my rent. This day I'm putting money away in savings, whatever, you know. So, and for that reason, I'm now no longer surprised by anything that happens when it comes to my money. And by doing that as well, the advantage of that is you will then be able to identify if there's any issues. You know, have you overspent on something? Has money been taken from you? You know, fraud still happens. You know, is there a direct debit that you forgot to close? Some old subscription or an old magazine or whatever that you forgot to cancel and it's still draining money from you every single month. Like having it like that and trying to constantly, well, not constantly, regularly reconcile your bank account, which means basically knowing exactly the transactions which are happening in your bank account versus what you're expecting, is a really good thing. And it will, for me, it helped me so much get through the struggles of a new month. Simple as that. And I hope I can at least share my experience with you guys when it comes to this topic. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not qualified in this topic, so and I have put disclaimers all over all my videos, but I hope there is some value at least in sharing my experience in terms of I am someone who had debilitating debt for a decade and I managed to get through it. And the good thing is as well, the way I've set things up for myself is that if I suddenly come into a lot of cash, I win the lottery, or suddenly my YouTube channels like just explode in popularity and I'm making a ton of money. If I get a lot of influx of cash, I actually know now what to do with it. If you rewind the clock 10 years back to when I was splurging and spending money on things I shouldn't be spending on, if I got an influx of cash back then the money will come in and it will go out just as quickly. And you might see other personal finance channels talking about the same concept that if you don't manage your money properly, then your spending is going to go up with your income, and therefore you're always going to be broke. But it's a case of, in my case, like, you know, my income is here, my spending is there to say live. But if my income goes here, my spending is going to stay the same. It's not going to go up. And I think that's a good place to be in because I know where my money is going. I'm investing in myself. I am trying my best to maintain control over everything because I have already seen how bad things can become if you don't control your money properly. So hopefully, if this is something you just not thought about, try and take practical steps towards it. Maybe put all of your transactions in a plan into your calendar, identify the holes. Please check out my How to Make a Plan video because it talks about the same thing. It's the same thing of just seeing the like all the issues in your life that you want to fix. It's like if you see it, then you can do something about it. At least that's how it works for me. Rather than having it all stirring around in my head, and so I just and then just eventually just ignoring everything. If I just see it written down, this is how I can actually then take it head on. I could be like, okay, this transaction, this subscription, whatever, has to go. Let me get rid of it. It's done. Therefore, let me fix it. So yeah, so that's all I'll say for this one. Like, hopefully in the future, these new month struggles will stop. Simple as that. And I hope that this advice will help you. Oh, anyway, guys, my channel is aimed at personal finance, managing money, and managing yourself. As noted before, I am not a financial advisor. All I'm doing is sharing my experience. So please check out my other videos.